afternoon. Are you here to see Dr. Yo today?
I am.
Yeah, could you kindly fill out this client assessment form, please? Thank you.
It's sinking in, it's starting to feel much more real. I mean, we've been talking about it for a while, and this idea that you're going to do it, and now I'm just that one step closer. I'm like one day closer checking into the nursing home. And who enjoys the psych evaluation? Hi.
Hello, good afternoon.
Anita.
This is a short questionnaire I'd like you to fill out. This assesses your mental state at the moment. So over the past week, here are some statements that may or may not apply to you. So just indicate what applies to you and to what extent you're feeling. So apart from feeling a bit tired, how else have you been feeling?
I've had a fair bit of sort of mental and emotional exhaustion because I've been taking care of my mom. Yeah.
Does she know about this?
Yes, and every time she's a slight disbelief. And I think initially she didn't really understand why I wanted to do it, which is why I want her to be actively involved.
Excellent.
And come and see me so that she understands that I'm advocating for the greater good, not for myself.
Okay.
Yeah, she says, I'll bring you prata.
She's going to this challenge with a lot of energy, a lot of positive thoughts about elderly people.
I never have issues when an older person pushes themselves to the front of the queue or whatever. And it's not just about respect. It's like, go for it. Do it, buddy. Just do it.
I'm really worried about her because not sure if she's completely prepared for the sort of despair and loneliness that she's going to observe.
Sounds might cause me, anxiety if it's suffering. Like I said, I've been in geriatric wards, and I know there's lots of noise and sounds that people make involuntarily, especially when they get to a particular age or if they have dementia.
She has visited hospitals and nursing homes, but not really seeing the brutal day-to-day real-world experience of residents in nursing homes.
If I'm restrained, I think that would drive me absolutely crazy.
The lack of ability to control her own schedule, being dehumanized.
I think this could potentially be overwhelming.
I personally feel she's gonna get a shock in the first few days.
But again, if it's overwhelming for me, it is also overwhelming for others who live there. So it is probably the most accurate that it can be. First impressions, rolling into the home, sort of institutional in general. Number one, being in a wheelchair, very much a feeling of a position of submission. The very act of being rolled in by somebody else and not being able to be in command of that myself. I mean, I feel kind of a little helpless, like, you feel very small. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
You can pass me on this.
Sure. So as part of the immersion exercise, I had a hypothetical situation.
Okay. You need to stand a bit so... Okay.
I had mild dementia. I'd had a fall a year before and I needed to get back on my feet, hence being brought first to the rehab ward. Thank you.
This is your bed. So what we will do is I want to see your whole body. I will check everything. If you have rashes, you have wounds, or any redness in any parts of your body, or if you have pain as well.
Right.
So I need you to lie down.
Okay.
Do you have any itchy feeling in your head?
No.
So with the eyeglasses.
I have to wear my glasses.
Okay. Can you open your mouth, please? Okay, good. Do you have any food allergy?
Yes. White flour. I only drink black tea.
Oh, but you only have Milo and coffee. But you can bring your own tea if you want to.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Turn to the other side. Okay, so your things can put everything inside. Basically, all the clothes that you want to wear daily use, just put inside. Then the rest of the thing you can keep in your bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about my wallet and my keys and all of those things?
Actually, we don't recommend you to bring or keep your wallet and keys over here. Also, your watches and your bracelets.
I would like to have my watch.
Your watch, okay.
Yeah.
How about your ring?
You can take it.
Okay.
Now?
Yes.
Do you want it now?
Yes. And your wallet? Okay.
Okay. I can have my phone.
Yes, your phone is okay. And later on, I'll bring you up.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
It's weird, right? To kind of see your existence broken down into a bed, a bedside table, meals, interaction, and just very specific spaces. On the Zen side of things, that's all you really need in life, but when that's all you get, it's a very different thing. Like when I walked into this place and I just see wheelchairs like everywhere, it's like, wow. There are so many beds. There's beds and beds and beds and beds, and all I could think about was sleeping.
Okay.
Thank you. What am I eating? What is this?
This fish cake.
Okay. Tawa. Tawa. My first day. Thank you.
Something good.
Like mine. Thank you. Thanks. Because I am not an elderly person. I'm so fearful of being seen as if I'm making fun of them in some way. Sit down. So how long usually are people here for dinner?
30 minutes.
So they're not forced to finish in 30 minutes, right? Yeah. And I'm already feeling really quite emotional about what I'm seeing because it's right up in your face straight away. My name? Anita.
Anita.
Nice to meet you.
Kami sandi dah buka dah. Sandi dah.
Sorry?
Dia satu pasal masih tiba buka. Sandi. Sandi.
English?
I don't know.
You don't know how to say in English.
Nanti besok saya ambil.
The face?
Kalau ini orang heran ini itu heran ambil.
I don't understand. Pretty. You mean pretty?
Hats off though to the staff. Everyone else is either from Philippines or Myanmar or Indonesia. And they've managed to pick up the basic words. A lot of the staff actually speak Hokkien or Mandarin. I'm not really sure if these ladies know why I'm here because no one's actually asked me, so I don't know if they just assume and accept I'm here or they know why I'm here. Thank you. Why do I only speak English? Why can't I, make myself understood? Because you want to connect. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I think that there's more welcoming here than in regular life. You know, it's just like, they're like my grandmas. I mean, just little things like bringing the tissue box and putting it there and telling me to eat. It's like, wow. And it's like that, immediate, quick. I think people could learn from that, like in life, you know? And there's no like bullshitting. That's what I love about older people. There's no bullshit. It's like, all right, come on, let's get this show on the road. Who are you? Would you eat? Would you share? Talk to me? It's simple. I mean, maybe it's just because it's my first day, but that's really, yeah. Yeah, that's really nice. I mean, I've been waiting all day just to talk to people.
You want to go back to your bedroom or you want to watch TV? You'll stay here for a while.
Maybe I'd like to go outside actually. Is that okay?
Garden?
Yeah?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Then 8 p.m. you should be in bed already. 8 p.m.
Now I'm putting for you body jacket. Okay, this is for your safety. Just in case when you get back or whatever to prevent for the fall. Okay. Okay. Yeah?
All right.
Okay.
The body jacket is designed like a straight jacket. It's a short jacket made of a fabric that isn't breathable at all. It has 4 Velcro straps at the back. Then these 2, what looks like ribbons on the side, and that's to tie to the bed, and those are attached to the body jacket. And that goes over your pajamas in a ward that has 6 beds and 2 fans. Quite warm, huh?
Yes, a bit thick.
The first night was like a novelty. You know, I think everything in the first instance is a novelty. And I use that in a very broad sense because there's nothing novel about this.
So we have to do positioning. Yeah. So make sure Anita can turn. Okay, the other side. Yeah. Okay. Should be okay for you. A bit loose or a bit tight.
I think it's a bit tight.
A bit tight.
It's a bit too tight.
Okay.
For normal move. Okay.
But it's too loose also not so safe also because they get up from the bed
Yeah.
where we lose actually.
Yes, so that's where it stops.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, got it.
If I make for you too loose later, you can handle from the bed.
Yeah, that's true. I could
Right?
just
Correct or not, huh?
slide
Yeah,
down,
correct.
right? Yeah. Yes. Whenever someone says to me it's for your safety, I'm thinking to myself, well, what about your dignity? Who the hell designed this shit? Like, did they even think about a human being? Because this is not human. This is like, it's not. But surely they could have made it from just a better material, or I don't know. Couldn't they have had some fun with the straps? That's the part that I don't get. Like, I understand that there are certain things that need to happen, especially when there's unpredictability, but there's got to be better ways to handle it. Okay. I mean, I think if you're going to be put into this, then you're not completely having all your faculties, right? Either you have confusion or memory loss, or you have early stages or later stages and you're not sure what you're doing. Otherwise, why would you wear this? Like, why would this be there?
Hello, good morning, Anita. Hello, morning. Anita sleeping. I just take your blood pressure, Anita. Okay, your temperature is 36.7.
Things that assail the senses in the morning. Number one, lights. So they turn on all the damn lights. So it's not just your light. I found that a little bit disturbing. It's quite hard to sort of get back to sleep after that.
Is that combo? Combo?
Number two, you will smell pee and feces, depending on who's had a go. When you're living in it, day after day after day, it's got to be kind of hard, you know? This restraint, it's just not fun. It isn't. My whole upper back is a bit, I think it's because the restraint is there and I'm maybe holding my body in a particular position. And it was a bit warm in here. I think the way the place is designed, 6 beds is like a lot. Even though like here I'm on the ground floor and I am next to the window, so it's fairly cool. Initially wearing this, it was very warm and I just had to switch my mind off. But you know, I'm able to do all of those things. Another person is not. And everything is sort of, feels a bit oppressive, to be honest. I mean, visually oppressive.
Good morning, Mama. Showering time now.
I'm familiar with a commode shower. I've seen it in hospitals. I had no idea how awfully uncomfortable it is. Because your bum, you know, you're probably kind of a bit frail and your bum is hanging through it. And there's kind of a strain on the back. Plus there's all this metal because it's meant to be waterproof. And it's not ergonomic in any way. But I felt that the nurses were very respectful of my body and my space. But again, it's all this chop, 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 chop kind of thing, you know? Both wards, I noticed, very quick showers. It's like, huh? How did you have such a quick shower? How is that possible? I can't stand the fact that there's only 1 shower a day for everyone because that's the timing and there's more staff in the morning. So at night, there's not enough staff taking over in the morning. But hang on a minute. But a sponge? So what you're saying is, your body only touches water once a day. The rest is wet wipes. What? Are we living in the wilderness? Having someone put the diaper on for me was very uncomfortable. Immediately I understood what my mum goes through and how uncomfortable it must be and how sweaty and hot and I don't think we need to be shameful about these things, but we need to have great products, put them on someone in a kind of a way that is not disrespectful. In the current system, it is absolutely not a home. 70 to 80% of it, there is nothing homely about it. The fact that we're all going to die doesn't need to be shoved down an older person's throat. Just lie here and die, lah. What struck me the most when I entered the high dependency dementia ward was what a downer it was in terms of the environment. It felt dimmer, darker, more enclosed. And I immediately felt exhausted. Even now thinking about it, I just feel like closing my eyes and going to sleep. There's not enough positive lighting, and believe you me, I understand that some dementia patients respond very negatively to light and sound, but I felt dull and I felt really down. My first day in the high dependency ward, immediately made contact with this amazing lady.
You want to see?
You want to change? Shall we swap?
I'm going back.
Where are you going?
I give you.
No, I'm okay.
I from morning, I'm here. But bottom floor.
Your bum sore, mine too.
Next time bring cushion.
Okay.
I'm tired of waiting. The Malay say, Masuk angin. Hello.
Clown. First of all, she was the most socialized person in the room. So she does have dementia, but I don't know what level.
You got leg problem.
Yeah.
Must be careful. Yeah, I can play football.
Wow. Let's play football together. Can you imagine her 10 years ago even? Life of the party. Getting everyone together, getting her family together. She's so cheeky. All of those things that I kept thinking about, like, just because you get older, you don't lose your spirit. It's there. And even in extreme cases, you see it coming out. And she is just like a rock star, man.
See? So rules down, my friend. Take your husband's balls and kiss him. So my husband said, I heard that.
How long you been
She
here?
makes sure she don't lose her seat.
Yeah, don't lose your seat, huh?
I'm Hazel.
I'm Anita.
Asa.
Anita.
Melissa.
A. N.
Anita.
Yes.
I'm from morning, I'm here. You're not tired.
I'm a bit tired also.
So later, nothing. What's your name?
Anita.
Anita.
Yes. If I were to, God
Rania.
forbid, have dementia, I'd like to be locked into happy memories like she is. Because she just, straight away, you know, she's a joker. She's hearing impaired, but she's got the one-liners, and immediately I was like, wow. I'll give you $10. She said if I give her $10, then she can hear better. She reminds me of my grandmother so much.
Where you go?
Auntie, can I sit here?
Bye.
Okay, all right. And I want to talk to Auntie here also. What are you doing, Auntie? Coloring? Show me. So nice. Show me how you do. Just the opportunity to keep connecting with people and their stories really, that touched me a lot. It made me be so determined that the story of each person is as important as the care of each person, because the story dictates the care. That's what I think. One of the very fascinating things to observe about those with dementia is what their minds get stuck on and what repeats over and over again. So there was a gentleman who wanted to cradle a baby who said it was his grandson. In the high density dementia ward, there was a lady who had two stuffed toys, and both of these were her children or grandchildren. The thing that you got to understand about this immediately is that you now have a different way of interacting, a different kind of a language of interacting. Where the lady in that bed was using a pair of scissors to cut something that was irritating her on her foot. Then the scissors were taken away. And the next thing was blood-curdling screaming at the top of her voice. Because that's her thing. These are all her possessions that was taken away from her. So I came back in and I was trying to soothe, because I don't want to be, I think a lot of people are actually quite afraid of all the reactions that happen, but they're just, if you think about it, they're actually quite natural reactions in a way. They seem very erratic, but they're natural. You took away my thing. Give it back. That's what she was saying, right? How do you have hope when it feels like it's a hopeless situation? Isn't that actually the point? Because the harder it gets, the less hopeful it gets. Shouldn't there be something else going on around you? I felt very, very upset watching the lady diagonally opposite me, just every day. The shower trolley, I get it. When you're a complete invalid, how are you going to have a bath? You can't walk, you can't be put in a commode chair, you'll probably slide down. So I got it. I almost accepted that more. The only thing about it is that a lot of elderly do have fear of water. And if you're not able to respond and say, I'm scared or whatever, it's a bit like, whoa. You know, especially when they were washing my face, I just felt like I was drowning a little bit. I'm philosophical about this because I think on one hand, it's the vulnerability that you feel because you're stripped naked, because you have to be. And there you are being sluiced down like a pig. So I don't know how that experience could be nicer. At the beginning, I said I didn't have much expectation because I really wasn't expecting much. And my not expecting much was proven. Because often I think the attitude towards the elderly is that they're old, so what? Well, no, I don't think so. You know, you die when you die. You shouldn't get pushed into that corner because everyone else thought that, well, there's nothing I can do for you. You know? Yeah.
Go and get the table for you.
Coffee flavored supplement. I mean, I'd have the same reaction, frankly, if I had to drink that every day. Okay, there's a little negotiation going on there. So they brought her something else. I think it's tea, maybe, in a cup. It'll be interesting to know if there are days where she will drink it and days when she will not drink it. And is that because of her dementia or because she's just fed up with it? Functional food, it's just slop. It's lacking in taste, lacking in texture. And whenever I said the word texture, oh, but you know, people with, hey, I do know what it's like for people who have a throat issue, you know, collapsing of the muscles and stuff. It's like you vomited in your mouth, basically, and ate it. That is not good. That is not good. Imagine being faced with this twice a day. Well, the lady next to me, for whatever reason, just didn't. And the other lady was just spitting it out. Like 3 spoons in and I just wanted to vomit. This is like the worst part of it. It's really gelato. And after a while, it would just make you feel sick, I think. Because I think this would just dull your taste buds further and further. It doesn't really excite you in any way, but where if you actually had the smell, it's also the smell, you know, like it does not smell like food, it smells like baby food.
It smells like medicine actually.
Yeah, it smells like medicine or baby food. And would you eat this for yourself?
I will eat the jelly. This I cannot.
Yeah, food is pleasure. And just the name of it is functional food. I'm angry actually. There's all this efficiency, there's lots of people walking around doing important things, planning, and you're feeding people slop. I think if you get to a point in your life where you're going to be fed, it's fine. But if you're going to be fed that, and the point also is that every person needs to have nutrition. So you're being force-fed in a way, trying to get I was observing somebody else, you know, and quite a number of people just refuse to eat it. I would freaking refuse to eat it too. You know, it's not food. It's almost like as human beings, when there's no hope, we also lose hope and we just check out too. I think it's depressing.
So I like soup lah.
I'm really tired. Like I kind of hit the wall already. I thought I hit the wall yesterday, but I really hit the wall. It's exhausting being in any kind of facility, being in this facility. It's like your day is divided up by other people and you're kind of told when you rest, right? But it's not even that. It's just sitting in a wheelchair morning, noon and night. And if I'm not in a wheelchair, I'm in the bed. It's like, this is not normal. How is this normal? I do feel institutionalized already. And I think that's what I start to realize about other people around me as well. Like some folks will come in and they resist, you know, and then it's like you have no choice but to give in. And I also find myself, interestingly enough, after a week, I'm actually withdrawing a little bit. You know, I eat my food, I get out of there really fast. So I think that the reason that that's happening is because I have the ability to control my wheelchair and move. Not everybody does. Every time someone stands up, it's like, hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Because it's natural. And I take that first as good instincts on the part of the staff here. Good instincts. They always know where everyone is. But at the same time, it diminishes your instinct and diminishes your response. It's a hard thing, right? Like, yeah. So my weekend is mirroring exactly the same weekend for everybody else here. I'm tired as hell, but I'm happy that I've got friends coming to see me. And my mother, she's coming to see me today with my sister's partner, and our helper. And I realize that when people come to visit you, it's like an awakening, like a lifeline. Hello!
The mask in the wheelchair.
Yeah, I've been sitting in it like every day.
Really?
Yeah. How are you? Come here.
Oh yes, how are you? I got these softies, like these corns, right? And then the last one for the softest is yam.
Wonderful.
Yam with coconut, correct? So
I'm gonna be so popular here now.
yeah, all the elderly will be just like, oh my god, which more people?
Everyone, I think, responds somewhere in their brain to a visit. It's because it's kindness. It's you took time to be with me, you know? Others have left. Some people have day passes to leave because their families come to pick them up. They go home or they go somewhere. And you can see the joy. I was very much drawn to the fact that there were a number of people who weren't getting visitors. And you could see it from the look on their faces that there are different stories for why. My mom's not going to come, and we figured it out, was that she didn't want to come here. I think it's a fearful place for a lot of older folk, but it immediately made me think of what it might be like on Sunday for people when either someone promises to come and doesn't turn up, or nobody comes at all. You know, that can be really soul-crushing, I think. And then after a while, maybe just get really immune to it. And I miss my mom. The mittens were, for me, worse than the body jacket. Because they literally look like you've got oven mitts on for almost 12 hours, 11 hours, with these bloody mittens on. Because immediately it's sweaty, and I mean, I could actually, because I'm strong, right? But a person who's going, these mittens are going to be put on, they're not going to be able to move. And I know that when it gets very bad, then it's tied to the sides as well. So can you imagine? Body jacket, flat on the back, tied down to the bed, mittens tied out. So you're just like this, you know, medieval torture. Quite often, nurses will tell me that residents will try to remove their mittens. So the lady opposite me was like, screw this, get it out, I don't want it. And instead of seeing that as a defiance against this awful thing, generally everyone has the thing, oh, they don't know what they're doing, they don't know what they're doing. I think in the moment when you're trying to rip your mittens off, you damn well know what you're doing. What if someone doesn't want it? Then how?
Then we try to persuade the person. Yeah. And tell the person the reason why we put this on.
But if somebody has dementia, can they understand your reasoning?
Sometimes not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we try to persuade them.
Yeah.
The mittens is the last resort.
Yeah, it should be, because they're horrible. So I'm getting mittens put on me as well. I'm sort of deaf in one ear. For me, all of this, I think it's horrible, but it doesn't bother me in this moment. No, I can use my mittens. I think what bothers me is that this is the only way, it seems, in which I can equalize myself with everybody else. And that's shit. But hey, they make great tissues. Okay.
I think for a while only.
Yeah, that's fine. I think what kills in that sense is that there's either periods of flurry of activity, how many people, or it's like, or how it feels to me, because I am cognitively aware. I have a realization of what time is, and there's like long moments spent doing bugger all, actually. That has to contribute to the further decline of the mind. I mean, how long can you sit? Just like, I'm already tired, and it's only like 9 in the morning. I'm just like, thanks. Yes, could I have some black sauce? How do you give joy? Because you have to give it. And I think it's so much easier just to be perfunctory and just pop, do everything, get it done, because anyway you can't feel it, you can't think, so what? How long have you been working here?
For 1 year, more than 1 year.
Okay. Did you come straight from the Philippines? Okay. What were you doing there?
Same also for the normal.
Okay. So why did you choose older people?
Usually here a lot of nursing home, right?
Yeah.
Philippine students.
Yeah.
So I just tried.
Yeah. How do you find it?
It's difficult. I need more patience.
Yeah. How many hours do you work?
8 hours.
Oh.
We have 12 and 8.
Thank you. The area in which I thought that was a bright spark was that there are many, many wonderful people out there who want to give care. I saw lots of arms around shoulders, just hugging and feeding them a drink and holding them. And I dare say that you're going to lose those people from the system because they just can't cope with the volume that they're meant to do. If you have a speech impediment or your throat isn't functioning as it could, you generally will be drinking thickened water.
Taste is okay. How is it?
The texture is it's like thick saliva. That's what it's like. The texture is not good. Is your friend?
They cannot stop.
Leg cannot stop.
I say driver before young they drive.
Jiving? Do you know how to jive?
Yeah,
I also know how to jive.
when young, walk, gilly.
In the dementia ward, we're sitting there, we're filming.
Your son is here.
Her family walked in at that very moment with a daughter she hadn't seen for 20 years.
You know Mabel.
I know Mabel. I know there.
I can hear what she said.
And everything was just happening right in front of me, you know.
Oh, this is Karen. Karen, your daughter. You must tell me louder. My hearing very
Karen, this is Karen.
This is Sandy.
Karen, your daughter.
I know, her face so nice.
Because you so nice. What do you do?
Hasn't sunk in yet.
Don't get him.
I don't think so, it will.
Son there.
And your daughter here.
My son. He's saying, I'm the better looking one.
You get in there.
Say hello.
You get in there. I got you.
Hello, son. This morning, you know me.
Karen.
Wow.
No, I'm not very good.
Very good. I cannot remember.
Karen, Mom, Karen. This is Karen.
How are you? I'm good. I always tell my friend, why are you crying? Why, darling? Don't cry.
So good.
I love you.
Thank you so much.
I can always remember you.
The feelings that came up, I mean, I was just bawling my eyes out just from the fact that they were reunited,
Why you cry? Because of
from the fact that mommy couldn't remember daughter couldn't deal with that.
okay, yeah, okay. How are you? I'm good. How's Karen? Karen's good. She's pretty wet at the moment, but she's good. She's not yet. I'm Karen. You are. She's not. Karen. How is she? She's okay. Me. Karen. She's there with you. She's right here with me, yeah. You come over here. Now don't cry. Don't cry.
Just this whirl of emotion and feeling, and I think it's so impossible for me to separate emotion from logic, and I think that's a really good thing.
Okay, Masla. I'll be outside.
Okay, we're good.
Then my doctor.
I know.
Okay, the baby.
That was a lot, but that's why we're doing this. I mean, that is why we're doing this. We're not doing this just to show people that I can live in a wheelchair. I can get up any moment and walk. But if I lose my mind, who's going to take care of me? And how are they going to take care of me? And so does it mean if you don't have children, what happens to you? Or if you have children, it doesn't mean if you have children that someone's going to take care of you. Yeah, lots of questions.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Great.
See you again.
See you too.
Yes. How are you feeling now?
Quite tired. I think the exhaustion, more emotional rather than physical, but physical too. It's just setting in.
I'd like you to complete this questionnaire, the same one that you did
Okay.
previously.
Okay, sure.
Yes. But looking at her scores today, again, she has certainly peaked a little bit on the stress scale. And then some of the depressive symptoms are showing up now, that she's finding it harder to take the initiative to do things.
Yeah.
You feel ready for the real world?
I don't know. I'll know on Monday. Thank you. Thanks so much for your time too. Let's go.
She's going back into her own scheduled world, and it's going to be very different. And I think that's going to hit her over the next few days and the next few weeks. We're going to check in again on her in a couple of weeks' time and see if any of these symptoms increase as she's unpacking and coping with her experience.
So I didn't really want to say goodbye to people because already this morning, just sitting at breakfast, I was already crying. And I thought, okay, that's enough. The bag always feels heavier going back. Like, I don't know. I didn't really bring that much. And it feels like I can't get everything in. Kind of sums up like the full existence in that sense, you know. It's so limiting. In case you fall, in case you scratch yourself, bars and functional food, and come on, it's hard not to be emotional about it, you know. I mean, and why not? If I can't feel emotion, if I can't feel anger, there's nothing to push this forward. It's just empty feelings. Oh, so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm fucking not sorry. I'm sorry for how this is. I'm not sorry for having been here. I'm not sorry for the good things that I've seen. And I am very sorry for the horrible things I've seen, or the things that I couldn't understand. They say, you know, anger is it's a kind of a love. There's no point in just being angry for the sake of angry. It's angry because shit. It's shit. This is us. This is it. This is it. I need to see my mom. I haven't seen my mother for 2 weeks. I have never not seen my mother for 2 weeks. Any one of these women could have been my mother. They are someone's mother. They're someone's sister or brother. Just be your normal self, okay? Hi, everyone. This is my mama. Hi. Just close the door through. Hold the sides. Hold the sides. You can look at all the equipment later. Grab the chair. Move in there first and hold the table. Okay. All right. Can I push you in? Huh? Wait, let me push you in a little bit more. Okay, that's your breakfast. What can I do? When my mother had her second stroke, put some butter on the bread, which debilitated her in a way that I could not foresee, her cognitive function, her spatial awareness, it was a moment of reckoning for me. Up until that point, I'd lived my life how I wanted to because mom was fine. She was traveling, driving, she had her life. She'd had a stroke prior to that. This is the second one. And it hit like a ton of bricks. Shall I cut off the crust a bit? All right, that's a bit hard for you, isn't it? Mummy, swallow, as we can't talk. I want to hear how your sleep was. Okay. At a particular point after her stroke, I thought I had lost her, as in she was in La La Land. I just thought that I've got to now go back to this ground zero. You have to have a new way of speaking, interacting. The person is a bit like a baby, but yet you can't treat them like a baby because they're an adult. It confuses you, you mess up, you screw up, you don't know what you're doing. You know, I've been through all of this for 10 years. So I'm not speaking out of my butt. I'll sit next to you. Thank you. Okay. Come on. How did you sleep? Would you like some?
Okay.
That's the job of Kuma, to watch other people eating. Other people going to the spa, Other people being tied down to the bed. Me. You didn't have a chance for me to tell you. I have to be tied up. Because sometimes with people who have advanced dementia, they might get out of the bed and they're a fall risk. So, you wear a jacket and it looks like a straight jacket. It's not nice. So I had to experience that. That's all. It's not nice. No, it's not. You're right. And I wore a diaper too. Yes, which I know you found very funny. Did you miss me, Mum?
Yes, I miss.
Really? Are you just saying it for the camera? What did you miss about me? My scolding? Okay. But what do I scold you about? Oh! That's nonsense. I chose to take care of my mom, and I don't yell. I raise my voice slightly. But I don't yell at her because I'm trying to berate her. It's to constantly bring her back to herself. I don't want to lose her. But really, I want her to be aware that she could lose herself. I also got fed something called functional nutrition. So it doesn't look anything like this. It all comes out of a packet. The whole thing was like, no, not good. Nothing like this. So that's what I've been doing. And I also roamed around in a wheelchair. What do you think?
Very brave.
Very brave. But you do it every day. Mommy, you should have come, you know. Should have come to see.
Okay.
You were scared? Yeah? What were you scared about?
My body. Anesthesia.
You scared about what?
Anesthesia.
You didn't want to see me in the situation? I love you. Sorry, I can't hear you. There's a feeling of wanting to talk about it, but there's a feeling of wanting to protect it, okay? And not talk about it. I'm not ready to talk about it yet. Even to do this today, I don't feel prepared to talk about it. You need to give meaning and purpose for times to wake up. Why do you wake up at the same time every day? Why do you go to exercise class? Why do you go out and have a drink? Because it gives you meaning and purpose. So meaning and purpose can come from actually having systems. How you administer those systems, though, and how much space you give for flexibility, that is key. In fact, there should be more attempts made for the elderly in whatever state they might be in to live fully right to the very end. It's hard to have one takeaway because actually there's a variety of issues that need to be addressed. But at the heart of the matter here is, do you treat the elderly like patients or people? These things are interchangeable all the time. Sometimes you might be a patient, sometimes you might be a person. You have to look at both sides of the equation. Right now, what's happening is how to treat a patient is being used as a broad brushstroke on how to treat a person. And that needs to change. Living in a 6-bedded ward for years on end, that's not the way to live. It's not even the way to live for 1 month. A couple of weeks when you're in hospital and stuff, that's fine. But I think a 6-bedder in the sense is just too much. It's just too much living together, too much human body and heat, and it's too much. The word functionality, it's just functionality. It's not even high functioning, it's just functionality. Get people from A to B, feed them, make sure that their base needs are met. Anything over and above that is a bonus. And that does not sit right with me in my heart. It doesn't sit right with me in my head. It's logic and heart. We've come to that point where if we do not try to imbibe a little bit of that into care, we're in trouble. Big trouble.